What's going on, guys? This is Burrs, and today we're going to talk about the difference between a Streamlight ProTac Railmount light versus a Surefire Scout light. It's just ridiculously long. Could they come up with a different name? Surefire Scout light. Streamlight ProTac Railmount light. It's super long. So right off the bat, what do you see here? You see that the Streamlight is bigger. Surefire is a little bit smaller in regard to the tape switch. And I have a cloud defense tape switch holder for each of these. And obviously the Streamlight is bigger. I actually like the Surefire better because, number one, it's a little bit harder to press down to get the light to activate, so you don't have any premature ejaculation going on when you are not trying to use the light. And it's a little bit easier to turn on the Streamlight, and it's a little bit bigger, which means there's more potential to possibly turn it on. Also, you're going to have the constant on button with the Streamlight, so it just makes for a much longer, and it actually has a wider feel to it. So it's just bigger, and you see that through your optic. Depending on what kind of optic you have, you will see the difference in how tall it is and how wide it is. So that's the one thing that I love about the Surefire, is it doesn't take up as much rail space. Second, the cable here. So the cable on the Surefire is a much more robust cable than what is on the Streamlight. And this is what you're going to get. You're going to spend $200 more, but you're going to get a light that's going to last a lot longer than a Streamlight. As far as the case here, the body, I don't think you're going to see much of a difference. Aluminum is aluminum. It's machined out or whatever. You're not going to notice a big difference in how, that handles beating. I've had Streamlights and Surefires, and as far as that part of the flashlights go, there's not that much of a difference. They're both going to take a pretty good beating when it comes to the actual body. When it comes to the thing I just mentioned, though, those two things are a big difference. Also, on the Streamlight versus the Surefire, you're going to have a different kind of coil here that hits the battery or spring. It is much more robust on the Surefire as far as contact than it is on the Streamlight. The Streamlight is very easy to depress. It's definitely more coiled and a little more robust on the Surefire. So I think as far as setup goes, like total, absolute, are you gonna buy, which one are you gonna buy? And which one's gonna get you by for the life of the gun? Obviously the Surefire. The question that you have to answer, though, that I can't answer, is it worth $200 to upgrade? In my opinion, you want to, I'm always a proponent of building a gun, one gun, that's going to get you through anything, versus 3 budget kind of, oh, we got this on sale, like super sale, Uncle Willie's down the street here is selling this for this whole lower, for this entire complete lower for $71. You get what you pay for the most part, and saving up money to get things is the way to go. But are those things a big deal to you? Again, you're gonna have to answer that question. To me, I do have obviously a Streamlight on one of my rifles here, Caramel Dreams over here, and I still don't have a name for this Ranger Green Tiger Stripe that I have over here. For the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle over here, for Michelangelo. For this one, obviously I have the Streamlight. This is my main rifle. If I'm grabbing a rifle, this is the one I'm grabbing. This is the one I train with the most now. That was the one I used for many years, and it works perfectly fine. This one's lighter weight, and as you saw in the V7 lightweight build, I think it's called V7 lightweight build, videos I had out there a year and a half, 2 years ago, we built this one, and now I'm building another V7 upper for the budget jack carbine. But this right here is the one I'm grabbing. It got the Streamlight on it. It's the way I like to have it set up. At some point I'm going to be getting a laser, a Steiner D-Ball A3 thing I'm going to be putting on here and adjusting some stuff out to fit that. And for me, having this smaller tape switch, that's beneficial for that kind of setup versus having a lot of rail space used up with the Streamlight. And then just again, build construction is definitely better overall on a Surefire compared to a Streamlight for the reasons I mentioned. So here is a different angle, so you can see the difference between the two tape switches. You can see that obviously much larger, much smaller, a little more compact, a little more tactile, and you can just see the difference between the two. Now, no matter what, you should definitely get a cloud defense holder for your tape switch. This is what makes your rifle super, battle-proof, because you don't want your stuff to break. And if you're using zip ties and stuff, it's going to break, it's going to fail on you. These cloud defense holders for your tape switch are rock solid, and they really bring your rifle together as far as a complete package and finishing it off. But I'll tell you what, before we had these, it was kind of hit or miss as to what you had. There was really nothing this rock solid, and this really was a game changer for finishing off a rifle to be ready to roll in almost any environment, and you don't have to worry about this, that, or the other thing in relation to your tape switch. So these are badass, and I definitely recommend them. So ultimately, in the end, you have to answer the question, which one you want to get. And like I said, the funny thing is these are actually very similar in size, the Streamlight and the Surefire actually has 400 more lumens than the Streamlight in the same package. So there are a few things you gotta think about. Only you can answer those questions. Hopefully this has been helpful to show you the difference between the two side by side. And if you have any questions or anything, let me know. And if you want to tag me in your stuff on social media like a lot of people do, whichever one you've gone with and whatever your setups are, I love to see what the fans out there and what all the people who follow me, put together as far as your setups and your paint jobs and everything. So go ahead and do that. And until next time, later.